Good evening and welcome to Matters of Life. I'm John Lucier, your host, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining me this evening and for continuing to stand for righteousness and justice. It's going to be a more of a different episode, and I'll say more of an update than an episode, because we have reached a point where the Lord is leading me, and I'll say us, to bring this season to a close. Don't worry, the show is not going anywhere as far as away. The Lord is, I'll say, revealed to me, communicated, is that it is going to be a pause, and probably around September time frame is when we will resume with the next season. But there is much that we have gone over just in this season that gives, as the Lord always does, guidance, direction, insight, not just identifies issues, but provides us solutions, what we are required to do moving forward to participate in divine alignment with the Lord's plan. And we have a role even in this period, this season of restoration that the Lord is bringing about. We have to choose. We're also a choice to make on, will we participate and cooperate with the Lord, or will we be in opposition? The Lord is bringing it about. Are we going to attempt to hinder or delay it? Or will we just choose life, and a life that is in His plan of restoration? Everyone has that choice to make. And we've gone over that in great depth and detail. And understanding that in restoration, and the Lord's heart is for restoration, but in there also requires, some may say, a judgment aspect, or an appraisal of which things are good and can be restored, and then which things are a hindrance, detrimental to sustaining or supporting the life and the structure and the growth and development that the Lord intends to bring about in His plan moving forward. And those things that are a hindrance, that are an obstacle, a stumbling block, that are in opposition to the Lord, those things must be removed. The Lord is looking for a people who will be clean, pure before Him. That is something that if you look at every move of the Lord, every revival in church history, that was one of the first things brought about. And I'll say brought about, but necessary, required by the people of the Lord. And the Lord says that multiple times in His Word. Who can ascend the mountain of the Lord? He who has clean hands and a pure heart. The Lord is there and willing to work with each of us. It's a process being refined. But we must be a willing people. And not just willing to hear Him, but then obedient, or we will put it into action in our lives, apply it in the day-to-day. So, I'd like to thank again each and every one of you for joining us as we have this pause. I want to encourage you to re-listen to the episodes, and also check out some of the other, if you will, shows or podcasts that we have at A Day of Prayer. There's a morning Bible study, and there are a couple seasons for Living the Messiah's Love. And the combination of those shows will provide plenty of, I'll say, plenty of life that you and guidance from the Lord that you can apply to your life to grow in your relationship with the Lord and your walk, to actually see and experience tangible fruit. So, and know that while we take this pause, We're still keeping each and every one of you in prayer, seeking the Lord for you and for what He desires to communicate with you, for your growth and development in your relationship with Him, and to bring about the change that the Lord desires in each and every one of us, and as a nation and throughout the entire earth, to have earth reflect heaven, that the Lord's will be done again on earth as it is in heaven. That is extremely important. And that is where and how the glory of the Lord comes down and resides. And we will be able to reside in it and carry the glory of the Lord with us. So know that you're being kept in prayer for you and all the things the Lord has assigned to you, and for you to fulfill everything the Lord has for you on the destiny track that He purposed for your life. I just want to encourage you to continue to press on in the Lord. And again, thank you for continuing to faithfully stand before Him for righteousness and for justice. I love you. God bless you, and have a wonderful evening.